Hello everyone, I'm Rupert and let us talk about money. Today, I'll be talking about why Singaporeans distrust wealth planners or financial consultants and how to protect yourself as a client. Let's be honest, if you tell someone at a gathering that you work in financial planning, the immediate reaction is often a polite nod followed by an excuse to go grab another drink. People are guarded, they are defensive, and frankly, they have every right to be. This deep-rooted skepticism among Singaporeans doesn't come out of nowhere. It is built on systematic issues that almost everyone have experienced firsthand. First, the aggressive roadshow culture. We have been approached at MRT stations or shopping mall. Let me pull back the curtain for you. During my earlier days at my previous company, I used to work at a few of these roadshows myself. And guess what? We were explicitly told to pitch just one particular endowment product. Why? Because the commission was one of the highest, and the high payout was what funded the expensive cost of renting the roadshow booth space. Fortunately or unfortunately, I was terrible at this kind of high pressure selling. I didn't close a single case at those roadshows, which means I was practically throwing my own money just to stand there. But that is the reality. Those setups are built for high margin sales, not personalized advice. Second, the annual review pitch. Another major source of distrust is the advisor who calls you strictly for an annual review, but every single review magically results in a new product pitch. Sometimes they even sell duplicate products that you cannot even claim concurrently. A classic example is stacking multiple personal accident policies. Many consumers are unaware that for medical expense reimbursements under an accident plan, you can generally only claim against your actual bill once. You cannot double claim the same bill to profit from it. Stacking them unnecessarily just drain your cash. And third, the hit and run advisor. The high turnover rate in this industry means that rookies sell you a complex 25-year policy, promises to service you forever, and quit 6 months later. Your file becomes an orphan case, passed around to strangers who only call you when they want to sell you something else. So, how do you protect your wallet? In an environment where most planners are commission-based, we have to look past the sales talks and aggressively scrutinize the actual product fees and structural logic. Here is what you must do. Number one, unpack the product fee coldly. Do not just look at the projected returns. Demand the policy illustration and turn straight to the effect of deduction page. Force the planner to explain exactly how much of your premiums in the first few years goes towards distribution costs and management fees. Number two, demand a multi-insurers comparison. A planner who only represents one brand will naturally fit every square peg into a single round hole. For safety nets, like your integrated show plans or critical illness coverage, ensure they are actively mapping out options across multiple insurers. Number three, look at qualifications, not trophies. When evaluating an advisor, look at their technical credentials, not their sales accolades. Check if they have advanced professional qualifications like, for example, the FChFP, Fellow Chartered Financial Practitioner, CFP, Certified Financial Planner, or this new qualification, TRFP, Trusted Financial Practitioner. These designations actually dictate the quality and ethical framework of their advice. Do not be swayed by shiny sales titles like MDRT, COT, DOT, or top producers. Those titles only prove one thing: they have excellent salesmanship. They do not prove they give good advice. Look, let me be completely transparent with you. I have never bothered to chase after MDRT titles, but based on my genuine advisory work, I naturally achieved MDRT back in 2025 off my 2024 numbers. However, I did not hit it this year from my 2025 production. Why? Because I intentionally chose to spend my time upgrading my technical knowledge by taking the FChFP course. I chose education and better client advice over hitting a sales quota. And that distinction matters. Because recently, I met a prospect who very proudly says his existing agent was a COT, a court of the table producer. That sounds impressive on paper, right? But when I review his portfolio, this agent has completely neglected his actual protection needs. Instead, he only focused on high-ticket accumulation solutions. This process has several endowments and investment plans, literally one of every single type, all from that one insurance company. But he has zero protection plans. No integrated shield plan, no term life, and no whole life insurance. He was completely exposed to medical risk. In the back of my mind, I could already see exactly why the advisor managed to achieve COT. They weren't protecting the clients, they were maximizing their own production numbers. On top of that, with no protection policy, they rarely ever need to help clients with claims. And looking at the client's investment portfolio, I could clearly see they never bothered to service or review the portfolio over the years. Finally, I want to address a piece of advice I recently saw online. A video claimed that any advisor attempting to close you on the very first meeting is an immediate red flag. I cannot agree with that 100%. Yes, if a client's financial portfolio is highly complex, a single meetup cannot cover everything because holistic planning is broad. But there's a massive exception to this rule. Core protection like an integrated shield plan, if you do not have one and if you clearly need one, it should be secured on the very first meeting. Why? Because I have seen too many cases where clients wanted to go home and think about it, and before we could even meet a second time, they ended up in the hospital for an unexpected medical emergency. Once that happens, your insurability changes forever. Remember, this policy comes with a 21 days free look period. If you change your mind later, you can cancel it within that window and get your money back. Why risk your long-term insurability over a few days of hesitation? Secure the foundation first, then take your time to plan the rest. Ultimately, a competent wealth planner should act as a shield for your wealth, putting structural logic ahead of traditional gains. If you feel pressured or kept in the dark about costs, walk away. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe on YouTube or follow me on Instagram so you won't miss out on content that will definitely benefit you and your wallet. Goodbye.